Hi, guys. How's it going? I hope everyone is doing well whenever you see this. So, yeah, we are going to be doing general readings for both air sign Aquarius and water sign Pisces. All right. So, everyone is welcome, regardless of where you have Aquarius or Pisces in your chart. We all have it somewhere. So, whether you are a sun sign Aquarius, your moon is in Aquarius, your Aquarius rising, or same thing for Pisces. If you are a sun sign Pisces, have your moon in Pisces, or Pisces rising, all are welcome. Or even if you have your Jupiter in Pisces or your Venus in Aquarius, right? Everyone has Aquarius and Pisces somewhere in their chart, so all are welcome. All right, so these are going to be general readings as well. So they may resonate with some, and if they don't, never force it, but it can cover anything like love, work, friends, family, health, money, etc. All right, and they are timeless readings. So for some people, it may resonate before or after April 2023 by a couple of months on either side. Okay. And yes, so Aquarius, I have taken your photo of all your cards already, and I will be uploading it after the live is done in case you want to see that for more close up depth, in depth, and or just to have it for later. All you have to do after the live is done is click in the description box below and follow the instructions on how to get the photo. And it is free and everything. It just goes on my Facebook page if you feel guided. And what else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, oh yes, if you're coming to this readings or these readings, we're starting with Aquarius first, of course, 2 separate readings. I will be posting timestamps after the live is done for some people who just want Aquarius or for some people who just want Pisces. But these are general readings. So again, they can be about you, about another person that you're dealing with, or multiple people you're dealing with, your general environment situation. All right, so always keep that in mind as well. But yeah, let's go ahead here, Aquarius, and do a quick sound bell and get started with your reading and see what April holds for you. All right, so if you want to, you can take a couple of deep breaths in and out whenever, or you can just listen. But yeah, this is a good way to cleanse the cards, also to cleanse ourselves, myself, and for you guys. So if you've been holding on onto anything that you need to release that's within your body, your mind, spirit, when you hear the sound bell, you can feel free to do that. But yeah, we're just going to tune in and see what Aquarius has again coming up. And I want to make sure that I'm a clear channel for you guys, and I receive and translate the messages clearly for you guys. All right, so here we go. We'll be a little loud for a little bit. All right, so for Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. Okay, let's see what we have here for you today. All right, so we're going to talk about the first 4 cards at the top. They may correspond to a week's time frame or so. I will say the times when we're on each card, and I'll say it real quickly right now. So the first card can be from around August 1st through the 8th. Second card can be from around April 9th through the 15th. Third card can be from around April 16th through the 22nd. And fourth card can be from around April 23rd through the 30th or so. Okay, nothing is set in stone, right? It's a general guideline. Okay, so let's see what we have here for you, Aquarius. We got the Three of Cups in the right side up position, the Ten of Staves, also known as Ten of Wands, the Devil in the reverse position, and the Prince of Cups in the right side up position. And then we will talk about the other cards as we go through the reading, depending on where Spirit wants me to talk to you about those cards. All right. So let's see, Aquarius, as far as the other zodiac signs, as far as the major arcanas are showing up here in your reading, I always like to start with that. So you got the devil, this Capricorn energy showing up here. You also have the official card for Leo in the past position with the strength card. So what does this mean? For some people, you may be dealing with a Capricorn or a Leo, or you have a lot of it in your chart, or the other person does. It could even be referencing Capricorn season of this year, of last year, of next year, or Leo season of this year, of next year, last year. Or it could be an area in your chart that can hold more clues for you or point you in the right direction, where you have Capricorn in your chart, where you have Leo in your chart. Or again, it means nothing at all. All right, now let's see, Aquarius, what your minor arcana, the majority of your minor arcana is, to get even another underlying theme to your reading. So we've got, oh, and I completely forgot, wait, side note, you actually have three major arcanas. I missed one here. So you also have a little bit of Pisces and Scorpio energy with the High Priestess. Okay, so same thing I said before. Could be dealing with a Pisces Scorpio. It could be Pisces Scorpio season that it's referring to, or Pisces Scorpio in your chart may hold a message. Okay, but now let's put that aside. So the minor arcana is what I was starting to say. Aquarius, we have the, let's see, we've got a sword, we've got a wand, two wands, and two cups, and the one sword and a pentacle. Okay. So it looks like it is going to be a tie between the two cups and the two wands, okay, or staves. So what does that mean? It could be for some of you guys that the underlying theme to this reading is both the physical body and health, okay? And it could also be an underlying theme to your reading at the same time, could also be something with the emotions. So am I emotionally satisfied, fulfilled? What are my emotional priorities? Boundaries, etc. Okay, so that could either be about you or about another person, multiple people, or just the general environment situation. All right. All right. So with that being said here, Aquarius, let's go ahead and start with your first card. At the beginning of April, we've got the Three of Cups in the right side up position. And we said this could be from around April 1st through the 8th, but it's not set in stone. All right. So this is a very nice, supportive, and celebratory energy here for you, Aquarius. We just said the cups talk about our emotions, so it could be something more emotionally satisfying or fulfilling here. But we do have these three people coming together to cheers and celebrate something. All right. So this is really nice to see. And when we start this off in your reading here, Aquarius, it could be energy from the recent past that's trickling in. It could be a couple of days ago, weeks, months, years, etc., because it's the first card in particular. But it also could be for a very small few, referencing a third party situation. Okay, it doesn't have to be, but I have to mention it, right? So for some people, it could be not the celebratory, supportive energy. It could be third party. So third party doesn't always mean three people. It could be two people and someone else is interfering between them in their relationship in some way. If it's not a person, it could be that that third party energy could be a job or another person. If it wasn't a romantic situation, it could be that the other person, or even if it is a romantic situation, the other person could be an interfering family member, interfering friend. It's just an interfering energy, a third party that's kind of making it harder for these two people to go about their relationship, whatever it is. Again, romantic, platonic, work situation, etc. All right, but I feel like for the majority of you guys, this is a small few because it started off with the reading feeling more of that celebratory, emotionally satisfied, fulfilled, supportive energy. Okay. But there could be a small few that's a third party. All right. But we said again, that could be around the first week of April here. But whatever this energy is for you and why you're coming to this reading, it doesn't seem to, last that long or to make too much fuss, because by the time we get into your second week, this is where the energy is going to slow down a little bit. Okay. If I was to pause your reading right here and now, Aquarius, I would say that if there's something that you want to accomplish within your own control, then I would say it could definitely be happening here more for you in the second week, and possibly more so the fourth week of April. Okay, so if there's something you want to accomplish or manifest or do vision boards or goals, etc., the energy may be more supportive in that, in either the first, second, or fourth week, really. I mean, you could do it, of course, at any time, but it feels more faster. Actually, I take that back. Let's say, Aquarius, it's the first week of April and the last week of April. Okay, so even though, again, these other 2 weeks aren't bad, this energy is more conducive to that. Okay, so with any of that being said, let's see what we have. So now we have the Two of Staves, also known as Two of Wands energy here. And we said this could be from around April 9th through the 15th. All right, but here this is this energy, a slowdown of energy, where it is coming to some type of ending or new beginning around the corner. Okay, so this woman is carrying these 10 heavy wands or sticks, and she's going to put them down. She's got kids. She could also even be pregnant again, right? She's got things to do. She's busy, okay? She wants to put those wands down and take some type of rest, all right? And so when we talk about health and staves and wands, it could be that some type of health issue for someone, or some type of thing in the physical body, if it's not necessarily an issue, could be reaching a culmination energy where it's almost over, or it could be that something is just starting that is in the physical body in some way here. Okay, can go two different ways. But yeah, with this 10 of Staves energy, it is about, again, somebody putting some type of experience down, right? So she had to go and have an experience, and who knows how long it took her to pick all of those sticks, right? Maybe they had to be a certain type of stick, etc., certain type of wood, whatever. And so she's experienced in that way of picking up those sticks. Maybe it took a certain amount of time because the kids were interfering, right? Whatever it is, but she's now going to put that down. Okay, so it could be, time for rest, but also putting some type of burden down for some people, but not everybody. But I think that, overall here in your whole reading, Aquarius, it looks like a lot of positive stuff happening. Okay. But I want to get a little bit more insight about why we have this 10 of Wands, 10 of Staves here. And I also just realized, Aquarius, you have a repeating card. Okay. So I don't usually show it until later, but your tarot confirmation card is 10 of Wands as well. Okay. So this is future, current, present possibilities, probabilities. This over here is, how do you say, past and future energy. Okay. But both are in the right side up position. Okay. And this deck and the Hermetic deck, they call it the Lord of Oppression. Okay. Because it could be heavy burdens that I just mentioned. Right. So even though there's sometimes good endings and good new beginnings, it could still be worrisome or burdensome or cause some type of pressure or intensity, right? So anyway, with that being said, let's see what's underneath it, okay? But again, when you have repeating cards, it's a particular message from Spirit to really pay closer attention to what that means for you, because you're getting it in two different tarot decks, and I do lots of shuffling, and confirming the cards. So it's not me picking them, it's spirit. Okay. So anyway, with that being said, let's look what's underneath here. This four cards underneath the 10 of staves is energy from the past. All right. So whatever that means for you, couple days ago, weeks, months, years. But what we have is the two of swords in the reverse position, which was on the top of your deck. And we have the high priestess in the reverse position, which was on the bottom of your deck. Okay. And so it looks like here in the past, in some way, sorry, Cleo, no, Aquarius, there was some type of possible decision that was made, okay, with that two of swords in the reverse position. Um, and it could be for some that on the other side, a decision wasn't made, right? Could go kind of two different ways here. But either way, on that card alone, with the high priestess in the reverse position, perhaps somebody wasn't using their intuition, or somebody wasn't, some type of a secret, okay, maybe didn't come out or wasn't revealed. And this secret or knowledge of self or intuition could be related to the decision that was made or wasn't made, okay, with that two of swords in the reverse position. Now, what they call the two of swords in this deck, if it was right side up, would be the Lord of Peace restored. Okay, so peace wants to be restored, right? If this is right side up, but maybe it's not the right time. Somebody's still thinking about what decision they want to make, right? They're still a little not sure. Okay. But with it being in a reverse position, maybe somebody in the past then became sure. Okay. But not. It's weird. Okay. Because again, the high priestess is in reverse. So the intuition is off. The knowledge of self is off. The idea or the word of secrets, whatever, or secret, whatever that means for you, secret knowledge, right? Yeah. So it's a lot of different things could be happening. Okay. But when we put it together with, because these are the sponsor cards that made it possible for this 10 of wands, 10 of staves in the right side up position to come out, it could be that this burden that wants to be laid down in the future, current, present energies, possibilities, is harder to define or do, because in the past there was some type of mental confusion, anxiety, worry, overthinking around a decision, around somebody's intuition or revealing secrets or holding secrets, something like that. But let's keep going and see what else we have here for you, Aquarius. So now we come into the other two cards that are underneath this card. Again, past energy. And we have the King of Sacred Circles in the reverse position and the Strength card in the reverse position. Again, past energy. All right, so we have Leo card energy with the Strength card over here. And we start off by seeing that the King of Sacred Circles in the reverse position can talk about some type of reluctancy to take on a leadership role. Could be affecting some people's confidence here. But it could also be that somebody doesn't want this ending, new beginning to put the burdens down, whether they're good burdens or bad burdens, because perhaps it would require them to then step into a leadership role. Thank you. Sorry, guys. It would require them to step into some type of leadership role, and that would make them have to think about perhaps their legacy. So I always call the King of Sacred Circles card or King of Pentacles card the legacy card. So what am I going to pass down to the future generations, whether it's money, knowledge, both those things, etc. But it's reversed. Okay, so that could be weighing heavily on someone's mind in the past here. Now we also have the Strength card in the reverse position, so it could be that in the past somebody or some energy was not feeling courageous was not feeling in their power like they are a manifester of their world and their reality. So if we put again all this kind of together, Aquarius, it could be that some energy or person in the past here, you yourself, someone else, multiple people, was overburdened by some kind of decision that could have brought about some type of leveling up in a relationship, in a work situation, in health, in money, whatever it is, fill in the blank. But somebody or some energy lacked the courage because they weren't using their intuition. They weren't sure of themselves. There also could have been some type of secrets, that kind of thing. Okay. But whatever this is all past, Aquarius. Okay. So we're just talking about, again, why this Ten of Staves energy could be here and why it feels more burdensome and less like a new beginning. Or even if it is a new beginning, it feels just heavy because there's all this stuff that happened in the past that made it possible for this ending new beginning to happen. Okay. But let's keep going because you still have some amazing cards over here. So don't worry so much about this. We're just going over the past. All right. So now, Aquarius, when we get to your third card, third week, which we said could be from around April 16th through the 22nd, we have the Devil in the reverse position, Capricorn energy. So this is really a great reversal, and this is how you want to see this card. Now, when we get to this week, Aquarius, it could be that you yourself, another person, and energy, whatever, is letting go of some type of imbalance as far as addictions. It could be physical addictions within the body, mind, or spirit, or all of those things, or one or the other. But somebody is letting that go and it's getting their wild side more balanced out, okay? Or is getting the imbalances out of, when you talk about devil energy, it's addictions, but it could also be addictions to a philosophy that could be addictions of the mind. So getting that out or more imbalanced, okay? And that is really nice to see here, Aquarius, right? So because we talk about addictions of the mind, your air sign, or depending on where you have Aquarius in your chart, so it can be sometimes we get even more stuck in that air sign. Logical crown chakra, logical crown. Oh, there you go. Crown chakra or logical mind. Okay. I like that. I'm going to start saying logical crown. But yeah, it kind of clears the way here though for like the best card, I think, in your reading. Just my opinion, right? Aquarius is your fourth card, fourth week, the Prince of Cups in the right side up position. And we said this could be from around April 23rd through the 30th, but it's again not exact. So now we have this guy gallantly riding his little horse and he's all dressed up and he's got his offer, okay? He's got some type of communication or opportunity that he wants to give. Okay, so that could be you giving an opportunity, medium-sized opportunity to someone, or vice versa, or it comes in from your spirit guides, your ancestors, guardian angels. But I say medium because it's a prince, so it's not the biggest offer in the world or opportunity or communication, but it's not the smallest either. Okay, he's leaving behind the storm in the background. He's going to better, what do you call it? Better times, okay? And so he also has something emotional about possibly this communication or opportunity, but the cup is right side up, the card is right side up, okay? So that makes me feel like that it's going to be something more positive, okay? But of course, we don't know for sure because it is a general reading for multiple people, okay? But I really like this energy here for you, even if like, let's take away the fact that he has this cup or this offer or opportunity. He's still just a guy on a horse alone, right? If you take away the cup. So it's still for momentum and progress and fasting moving energy. But it is also, like I said at the beginning of the reading, you had the tie between the cups and the wands or staves. So it's like you've got emotional card at the beginning and an emotional card at the end. Okay, but they could be good emotions, right? But let's see what your tarot confirmation card here says to get even more insight. So we kind of already previewed it. You have the 10 of wands in the right side up position. Remember, so that is your repeating card. 10 of wands is the same as the 10 of staves from the second week. All right. But now when we look at the confirmation card, though, it is a combination of past and future energy coming in here and confirming and also giving you a choice. Okay, because it's always a choice, right? We always have free will. Do we want to, put something down? Do we want some type of ending, new beginning around our health or in our physical body, or what gets us passionate or creative or created, creative? Okay. So it's kind of giving you that option again to think about that. Okay. But for me, when I see it again over here, it doesn't feel as burdensome, especially because it's following that Prince of Cups. Okay, Aquarius. Doesn't feel as burdensome as it did over here when it was in the second week. All right. So take it how it may resonate for you. But before you go, real quickly, we also have your little oracle card for this time period or even beyond. So since I don't have these guys memorized, let's just see what the little book has to say here as soon as I find it. Do, 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 do. That's right, Nefertiti. We're trying to find this card. And I'm not seeing it. Where is it? It's hiding from me. No, it has to be here somewhere. There we go. My gosh. Okay, 197. I don't like how small the font is on just the index page. Like the other pages is fine, but it's always hard for me to find. Okay, here we go, Aquarius. Sorry about that. All right, let's see here. So it says the blue temple. It talks about celestial realm, imagination, and expansiveness. So it says those are kind of three words that go with the energy of this card. So it says, welcome to the Blue Temple, the home of the alchemy imagination. You have entered a space of new depths and new possibilities. The inner eye opens and you become willing to see in a new way. To understand this card, one must study blue, the color itself. It is the celestial color of the sky, the ocean, and the peacock's tail. Though potent, blue slips away. Through this color, our imagination threads together experiences both grim and glorious. Think blue films and blue ribbons, the halls of heaven and the harrows of melancholy. We are taken into the depths of mood, of tone, of the rhythm of the blues. The internal mystery of blue only deepens as we study it, and this is precisely the point. Leave the cerebral behind, cloak yourself in the sapphire robe, and sit quietly in the vault of the mysteries. Okay. So yeah, I feel like this is kind of talking about a little bit of the duality, okay, that we kind of talked about already through your reading with that 10 of staves, 10 of wands, of like the good side of the blue and the bad side of the blue. Okay, so I can definitely see that right there. But let's see what else real quickly it has to say. It says, many people dismiss the Azuz vaults as nonsense or the blue vault as nonsense. Don't worry about them. Stay tuned to your own attendance to this sacred place and notice how you feel when you're there. It says, once in a blue moon is a significant or famous phrase. In the blue temple card, I'm sorry. Once in a blue moon is a significant phase or famous phrase. Okay, the other thing I'm not going to read because it basically talks about if we got more than one oracle card and we only took one. So sorry that happened. Sometimes I was starting to read it. Okay. Anyway, this deck always talks about some artwork or some music or paintings to get into the energy of this card further. So it says to go deeper, look at the surrealist and Dadaist works of art and let your imagination roam there. Okay. And it says to ponder or think about the earth as a blue vault. Okay. And what does that mean for you? Okay. So I also feel like we could put this card, Aquarius, with the High Priestess in the reverse position that you had in the past. Okay. So I always think of blue as very intuitive color. It almost looks like it could be a deep purple or turn to purple, right? So that could be another kind of meaning there as well. But I also like the key three words at the top, right? So celestial realm, the sky, imagination, and expansiveness. Okay. So yeah, I think this is really beautiful. And, hopefully you got something from this reading, dear Aquarius. And I always appreciate everybody's views and likes and subscriptions and all those things. And just, thank you so much. So remember, I will be posting the photo of all the cards after the live is done. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and switch over now to Pisces. All right. So we're almost at a little past 31 minutes. So I'll kind of make like a mental note for that. And yeah, let's do the Pisces. I'm about to say Aquarius again. Let's do the Pisces energy. We're going to let go of the wonderful Aquarius energy and see what Pisces has coming up for April. All right, so we're going to let the cards charge a little bit with the crystals and all that good stuff. And then we'll do some deep shuffling too. I did bring some more incense, so I'm going to light that. And I think I have another little candle here as well, since this one, excuse me, went out. Oh, actually, let me throw these guys up in here. So when you guys saw my cat, if you were watching earlier, walk across the screen, she has not adjusted to daylight savings time at all. It's like a little bit past 5 and she's like, it's dinner time. And I'm like, girl, the sun doesn't go down till like after 7. So she's funny. She always thinks it's dinner time. Like a lot of cats. Yes. So anyway, let's throw these guys in here before we do the shuffling. Okay, get up in there. All right, where is my fire? Okay. Let's see here. Some incense. Light the candle. Okay. So, good way to clear the cards from the last reading is to use some incense, right? If we have time and if we're allowed to and our body can handle the incense and all that. The other ways to clear it too is using sound vibrations, like we're going to use the sound bell. And some people just visualize water going over it or visualize them being set in the earth or whatever visualization works for people to clear that energy, right? All right, so put this guy over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like a little incense thingy. All right, so let's go ahead and do some shuffling here. And my ring's coming off. Just push everything down. Okay. Wait, we said all that and we didn't do the sound bell. Let's do that. That would be helpful. Okay. So if you feel guided, take a couple of deep breaths, release anything that's in your body, mind, spirit that wants to be let go, and welcome in the messages from Spirit for Pisces for April. All right, here we go. Pisces. Okay. Oh, wow. Hold on. That looks like too much here. Whoop. All right. That thing was about to catch on fire. I had my eyes closed, so I didn't see it. Okay. Let's see here. Everything's falling off. Now let's do the shuffling for Pisces, the twin fish. All right. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for water sign, Pisces, the twin fish for April 2023. What do they need to see? What do they need to know about their skin? Spirits guide my hands. Messages for water sign, Pisces. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for their highest vibration? Okay. That is too funny. You guys, the moon card just fell out. That's Pisces card. Yes, Pisces, we know it's your reading. Just in case we didn't know. All right, spirits guide my hands. Messages for water sign Pisces, the twin fish for April 2023. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Okay. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for water sign Pisces for April 2023, the twin fish. Spirits, 3 more cards, please, for Pisces. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? That card keeps coming out this week. All right. Spirits guide my hands. Pisces. Oh, my rings. Okay. Spirits, 1 more card for Pisces for their highest vibration for April 2023. Oh, that one wants to come out. All right. So now we also take the top and the bottom. It's over here. Move everything over a little bit. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for water sign Pisces, twin fish for their highest vibrational good for April 2023. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for water sign Pisces What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Spirits, water sign Pisces, the twin fish for April. One card only, please. All right. Okay. Well, let's see here. How they want these. Spirits, just confirm, did you want the Two of Wands in the right side up position to represent the one and only tarot confirmation card for this Pisces reading? Yep. All right. Thank you. And Spirits, did you want the Five of Staves in the reverse position to represent the first tarot card for this Pisces reading? Thank you. And let's see what else we got. Spirits, did you want the Nine of Staves in the reverse position to represent the fourth tarot card for this Pisces April reading? No? Okay. Spirits, just to confirm, you want the Nine of Staves in the right side up position to represent the fourth tarot card for this Pisces April reading. Okay. That's what they want. All right. Now let's see what these guys are doing over here. Spirits, did you want the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position to represent what's on the bottom of this Hermetic Tarot deck for this April Pisces reading? Okay. I feel like this one maybe wants to go over here, but I'm not sure. We'll double check. Let's grab our Oracle card too before I forget. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for water sign Pisces, the twin fish. One card only, please, Spirits, for April. For April, what do they need to see? What do they need to know? Messages for Pisces. Messages for water sign Pisces, the twin fish. Okay. Just open the page ahead of time and then put it aside. Let's see. So, okay. I don't know why the first couple of cards are easier to find than the other ones, but that's what it is. All right. So now let's confirm where they want these cards, and then we'll take our picture right before. Okay. So Spirits, did you want me to talk about the Ten of Sacred Circles in the right side up position and the Two of Sacred Circles in the right side up position when I talk about the Five of Staves in the reverse position? No. Okay. All right, my bad. Oh, we just found a cat whisker, y'all. That's good luck. I don't know if you can see it. You can save that for protection or for cursing, but we do more protection than that other stuff. All right, let's see. So I want to ask now, Spirit, if they want these cards underneath this one instead, maybe. Or maybe another one. Let's find out. Spirits, did you want me to talk about the Ten of Sacred Circles in the right side up position and the Two of Sacred Circles in the right side up position when I talk about the Judgment card in the right side up position? Yes? Okay, that's where they want those. Let's see if they want these here. Spirits, did you want me to talk about the Tower in the right side up position and the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position when I talk about the Judgment card in the right side up position? Oh, they don't want those there. All right. I almost feel like something wants to be over there too. Well, let's find out. Okay. Spirit, did you want the Tower in the right side up position to be talked about with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position when I talk about the Five of Staves in the reverse position? Oh, okay. So they want those there. All right. Good to know. Okay. So let's just take this picture. If I can, I'm gonna move everything down a little bit. Just at least for the picture for a second. Fit everything. Okay. Let's see here. All right. So now we're done shuffling and we're about to get started. I'm going to look at the time and make a mental note. We're at about 44 minutes, a little bit after that. All right. So let's see what we have here for you, dear Pisces. All right, for people just tuning in, right? Or tuning in later, it's going to be a general reading. You can cover anything like love, work, friends, family, health, money, etc. Whatever you are coming for, bringing to this reading. Whenever you see this reading, is also meant for you. So this could be about you, Pisces, or about another person, multiple people, general environment situation. But all readings are also timeless, so it may resonate before or after April 2023. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so let's call out your cards here, Pisces, and then kind of go in order. So you've got the Five of Staves in the reverse position, also known as Five of Wands. Moving them over a little bit more so you can see. You got the Ace of Staves in the right side up position, also known as Ace of Wands. You've got the Judgment card in the right side up position, and you've got Nine of Staves, Nine of Wands in the right side up position. So damn, you got a lot of wands already, Pisces. Okay, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. But let's talk about the possible dates that these things may occur. Okay, so I'll say them again when we're on each card, but roughly the first card can be the first week, April 1st through the 8th, perhaps. So we have April 9th through the 15th. Then we've got April 16th through the 22nd, April 23rd through April 30th or so. All right. Now, let's see here, Pisces, dear Pisces, what we got going on, right? So we have, just want to make sure here, yeah, you've got two major arcanas in your reading here. So it's not necessarily good or bad. We're just talking about it, right? So you've got one in the future, current, possibilities, probabilities, and then you have one in the past. Okay. So you've got a little bit of Pisces energy in the Judgment card. But you also have the Tower card over here in the past. So you've got some Scorpio, Pisces again. So what does that mean for some of you guys? You could be dealing with a Scorpio or another Pisces. You could also have something going on in Scorpio season or Pisces season of this year, of last year, of next year, as an example. Or it could also be some area in your chart or their chart that maybe holds some more clues. So check out where you have Pisces, check out where you have Scorpio as far as the major arcanas go. But let's keep going. I want to now look at, I'm pretty sure it's wands because you have one, two, three, four. You've got four wands. So I'm pretty sure that's the majority of your minor arcana, but I want to double check. You also have three pentacles and then the two majors, right? Okay, so it is wands. We just want to always double check. So what does that mean? The wands can be our physical body. It can be health stuff, what gets us fired and passionate and creative within our physical body. Okay, so there could be some health stuff going on for somebody here. It could be good or bad stuff, right? It really just depends, as it is a general reading. But let's just keep that in the back of our mind as we go through. All right. So Pisces, we start off with that Five of Staves, Five of Wands in the reverse position here. And we said this could be from around April 1st through the 8th. All right. But this energy could have started a little bit in the recent past, since it is your first card, whatever the recent past means for you. But with the Five of Staves in the reverse position, it's almost like some energy or some person perhaps is taking life too seriously, doesn't necessarily want help from their support system, whether that's their friends, family, mental health care worker, etc. It could also be that somebody or some energy doesn't want to have backup plans for the future in case things don't go exactly the way they want. Okay. So let's see what's underneath this card, though, to find even more insight about why this card showed up here. So this is present, future, possibilities, probabilities, and this over here or under here is past energy, whatever that means for you, the other person, etc. Okay, so we got the blasted tarot, the blasted tower, is what they call it in this deck. Okay, so just the Tower card, but they call it the blasted tower. And they call it Lord of the Hosts of the Mighty. All right. And then on the bottom of your deck here, you have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position, and they call it the Lord of Success Unfulfilled. All right. So interesting the names they give this deck. All right. Um, so yeah, looks like here, Pisces, that in the past, somebody perhaps was getting some type of awakening, spiritual download, revelation via the harsh route of the tower. That's when the universe comes in and makes us see those things or makes the other person, vice versa, environment, etc. But it is some type of sudden or shocking change coming in, but it's usually for the better. I actually like it when I see the tower card, but to each their own. Okay. So again, we're talking about why this five of staves is in the reverse position, why somebody or some energy um, is just taking life so seriously and not wanting help or not wanting to have different options. It could be because in the past there was something going on that was really shocking and surprising. And so now they're just taking life super seriously because of that, or you are vice versa. Now, with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position, it could also be that. There was this lack of abundance or feeling a lack of abundance via money, resources, or even values. Someone wasn't feeling valued properly in the past, okay? But they also they wanted to plant something, but the roots weren't taking, right? So it could also be that this feeling in the future, present possibilities, probabilities is re-triggering something here, Pisces. Okay. Again, for you, for someone else you're dealing with, most people. But it is just a little bit of this harsher energy. Okay. Definitely more from the past. Like this in the future present moment is an energetic blockage, gentle reminder, or challenge. Okay. But whatever it is, it doesn't last long. Okay. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. But this past energy, definitely feels more heavy. So perhaps that's what it's really about, Pisces, right? Is like burning off this past energy, letting it cycle through. So that could be going on in the first week of April, is just like resistance to change because there has been so much change in the past, or resistance to um, planting seeds that can actually grow and make more money or be more valued because in the past it didn't work. So here it's just a general resistance to it, almost out of nature. Like, oh, this shit happened before. Like, I know how it's going to go down, but not necessarily, right? So, by the time you get to the second week, though, Pisces, then things start to pick up. Okay, now you have forward momentum and progress. Now you have some type of ending, new beginning with the Ace of Staves in the right side up position, or also known as Ace of Wands. Now, because this card has been coming out in a couple of the readings, all in different places, this will also have something to do with the collective unconscious world events. Okay. So, when we're talking about staves or wands, we're talking about fire sign energy. So, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That has stuff to do directly with the earth, vibrations of the earth, and sometimes unfortunately can also deal with like natural disasters, that kind of thing, but they don't necessarily have to all be disasters. But you get what I'm saying? I wonder why this keeps coming out. It's really weird. So we won't know until we've passed that point, everybody, right? Until possibly April 9th through the 15th, or even a little bit before, a little bit after. But hopefully, it is something that is not so natural disaster and maybe just a natural phenomenon, or you know what I mean? But putting that aside, because I just wanted to kind of explain why I feel like it keeps coming out, even though we're doing shuffling. Um, is this just general fresh start energy of this creative new beginning. And it could be a new beginning around someone's health, okay, for the better, right? Or around some type of passion, creativity, that even starts in the physical body and then goes into the spirit or then goes into the logical mind, etc. All right. But let's keep going here, Pisces, and see what else we have. So now we come to your third card, third week, and we have the Judgment card in the right side up position. Now, this could be from around, we said April 16th through the 22nd. All right. And so this is about somebody or some energy wanting to figure out, do they want to revisit something, rework something, revise something, or do they want to put it to rest completely, right? Is there going to be a final judgment call made? This girl has risen up out of her bed. Does she want to go to heaven, right? That's what the traditional judgment card would show in other decks. Or does she want to stay here and fight herself? What does she want to do? Okay. And so those questions come up here for you, Pisces, or for the other person, multiple general environment situation. Do I want to rework something, or do I want to put it to rest so then I can go back to sleep myself? Put it to rest, put myself to rest, right? What do I want to do? If there is a judgment or decision that's finally made and it's kind of set in stone and it feels more final, like the final judgment, right? That's the rising people out of their graves, traditional tarot card. So if there's something that feels really final and it doesn't go in your favor, the other person's general environment situation, this card warns of any self-sabotaging, self-destructive energies. So don't go there, right? But I don't feel that it's necessarily about that warning here. I feel like it's more about asking the question of, do I want to rework something, or is it just done, or am I done and I want to go back to sleep, or I want to go back to something else, or not something else, something new, right? It could be something completely new. So let's see what's underneath this card to get even more insight. All right, and this is energy from the past underneath. So we got the 10 of Sacred Circles right side up, and we got the 2 of Sacred Circles right side up. Okay, and these Sacred Circles are also known as Pentacles. So it looks like here, Pisces, that in the past, there could have been a more supportive energy around finances, or around the money or wealth, or around being valued in some way. We see a collection, a community of Native American huts, right? And we also see that it's under the full moon. That's culmination energy. So it could be in the past that there was some type of energy where, I'm trying to think of the way to say it, where there was almost like it can't get better than this, right? When you have the 10 of Sacred Circles, 10 of Pentacles energy, it can be a card about family, right? So sometimes you see a happy family and there's like a table and a spread and a dog and everybody's just having a great time. So it could be that in the past there was more family money or more family values being valued by a family. Doesn't have to be, or just by whatever you consider family or a community. Okay. But maybe someone felt like this can't last forever, or this was something that was reaching its highest point that it could in the past, because then you go from the 10 to the 2, right? So, but it also could be for some that it was just taking a new shape or form. Right? Nothing lasts forever. Everything ebbs and flows, right? So then it could also say over here, that in the past, somebody was like, okay, let me call to the bear spirit and find out how to make my money, my values, last longer during the winter. How do I make my energy, my resources, whatever, last longer over the metaphor of what winter could be, right? So also somebody in the past, or some energy in the past, could have been like, I was a manifester before. I was a manifester when I had the 10 of Sacred Circles, and now that I'm at a 2, I'm trying to manifest the 10 again. So we see the infinity symbol on its side. right? So, um, yeah, it's really interesting what's going on here, Pisces. Again, will be different for everybody, but let's keep going and see what else, okay? I don't want to stay there too long. All right. So Pisces. Now we get to your fourth card, fourth week, and we have the Nine of Staves in the right side up position, also known as Nine of Wands. And we said this could be from around April 23rd through April 30th. Okay. So this card in itself, if we just look at the fact that it's a nine, it's almost 10, right? Which is the highest number in tarot. This young African boy is going through some rite of passage. Maybe he has to learn how to hunt some kind of animal, and he can't come back into the village until he does it, right? But he's, let's say, been stalking this animal for a couple days or however many hours, and he's tired. So here we see him kind of just taking a rest, crouching down and saying, do I want to give up completely? It's a burnout card. Well, sometimes when I get this, I feel like it's a burnout energy because it's a staves or a wands. We're talking about health. It could be for some, could be burnout energy in the physical body. Okay. It doesn't have to be. Now it could also be that this person doesn't realize how close, or this energy doesn't realize how close it is to transforming, to getting the animal that he's been sent out to hunt, okay, to getting through the end of the rite of passage and becoming a man or whatever it is, right? So this is when this card appears, it's telling us to not give up because we are so close, or the other person is so close, or the general environment is so close to shifting into something, or we're so close to having better health, let's say, or we're also so close to getting more passion, more creativity, more fire sign energy. Okay. So we look out throughout your whole reading here, Pisces, even though you're a water sign, you got all this fire in your reading. Okay. You've got 3 earth cards and you've got 4 fire cards. Okay. And then, yeah, the rest are your 2 majors that you have. So maybe what's needed here too to prevent the burnout could be, where's the air, right? We got fire, we got earth, we don't have any air or any water. You have no cups cards here. Okay. So cups would be water energy like you. So it would be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I mean, you have water imagery in this card and Pisces energy, but it's not a minor arcana. We're talking about the minor arcanas, right? So you got no cups cards and you have no swords cards, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So perhaps you need more air and you need more water to prevent some type of burnout here. That could just be like you need to get outside and you drink more water as far as your health, right? Those are basic things, but sometimes when we're busy, it can be even really hard. Or it could be on a more spiritual level, like you need more air sign energy. Okay, so you need more logical mind thinking, or you need more water sign energy where the emotions to check in so we don't have emotional burnout or we don't have logical burnout. Okay. So again, it will resonate differently for everybody. But it's mainly just saying don't give up with this card here, Pisces. Okay. So let's keep going though. We have your little oracle card over here. And this little card has also been coming out a lot in the last couple of days. It's the Two of Wands in the right side up position, also known as Two of Staves, fire sign energy. But this confirmation card is a combination of past and future energy. It's coming in here and confirming all 4 cards at the top, the whole month that we've basically been talking about, or a little bit after, either way, either side. So it could be talking about March, it could be talking about April and March. It could be talking about April and May. It could be lots of things. But when this Two of Wands shows up here in the right side up position, it's almost like there is somebody or some energy that wants to do the people watching, wants to do the research, wants to ask people for advice, but not ask them directly. right? So it could be here that somebody is grabbing the bull by the horns, even though this is not a bull because it's supposed to be Aries. I don't know why I said that. This is Aries energy in here, fire sign energy, but grabbing something, even though it's really hot before it leaves, right? Grabbing an opportunity before it leaves. And how has other people done that in the past as far as um, the the research? How have they done their research? How have they learned from watching other people do similar things or even dissimilar things? And how can that help me manifest whatever it is I want to manifest in my life? All right. So in this deck, they call this card the Lord of Dominion. Okay. Um, so Dominion is like your castle, right? Your land, your what's another way to say it? Your what you consider yours, or shit. Let me look it up because I don't know. Now I'm like, I want another word for it. Let me look it up real quick. Let's see here. Dominion. Um, Thesaurus. Okay. So it says supremacy, agency, dominance, colony, territory, province, right? There's two different ways. So I was talking about it more for the territory, the colony, the land I was talking about, right? Providence. So it could also be a dominance thing, right? Or uh, I guess dominance. I don't like the other words because they sound more racist to me for some reason. Just my associations with words. But yeah, we could say dominance, right? You would think of fire sign energy, they're very dominant, or they can be. Um, so being fired up about something, right? There's all this fire in the imagery of the card itself, like coming from these hands here in the center, okay? Or that's smoke, but it looks like fire, right? So yeah, Pisces, I feel like it's saying something about don't burn out, but also use the fire correctly, right? You have all this fire energy in your reading. So just use it correctly. Check in with the other elements, the other aspects of yourself or their self or etc. Um, and then you'll be okay. Like just don't give up over here. That's the main thing too. All right. So Pisces, let's see what we have here for your oracle card for this time period, even beyond. You got the Jupiter card. Okay. So the Jupiter is all about expansion, possibility, and fortune. Okay. And we have this pretty hand here in the center. And it's showing us the Jupiter finger as far as palm reading, right? And then it's got a bunch of symbols for Jupiter and almost this rainbow kind of color behind it. But let's see here. It says Jupiter is often a welcome sight, emerging from the darkness, shimmering with possibilities. It is the planet of growth, expansion, success, and evolution. Or, yes, evolution, sorry. When this card appears, the future is full and bright, perhaps even dazzling. Everyone wants to be around Jupiterian energy and to claim a little bit for themselves. So there is likely a magnetic feeling at play. The work is to keep Jupiter's bigness in balance during the wave of expansion that's taking place. Its shadow is most easily seen in celebrity culture, excess consumption, or the messaging of there's never enough. You may begin comparing yourself with others or assessing your value. Don't double judge yourself for this. Jupiter happens. Instead, realign with the benevolent message in your heart. What truly needs expanding is likely not your followers or your bank account. Okay, so it says when Jupiter is said to reside in the pointer figure, use mantras and visualizations to enliven and balance its expansive energy and good fortune. So mudras are like the Hindu symbols that they use with their hands to create specific intentions or vibrations, right? But let's see what else it says here. It says, in many ways, Jupiter goes hand in hand with success. Evaluate what this concept means to you. Who and what determines your success? Okay, and last little things here. It says to get deeper into the energy of this card, go watch the movie Almost Famous. And it says to think and ponder about expansion and contraction. What expands and what contracts? Okay. Um, yeah, so let's see here, Pisces. I feel that the Jupiter energy here, or the Jupiter card, it's kind of picking up the fire sign energy, right? I would definitely, put it with all of the staves and wands cards, but this one in particular, the ace of staves, ace of wands. Um, and I think that if you stay on the path of the energy that we're picking up today while we're doing this reading, as long as you can, Pisces, not take something or take life in general so seriously, rely on your support system, whatever that is. Make different backup plans in case things don't go exactly the way you want. Channel the fire sign energy for positive. Don't get burned out. And also, if you can, not get stuck in any final judgments, let things go that need to be let go, but grab hold of something that may be moving quickly, then I think, you kind of you'll be all right. All right. So that is what I'm picking up for you, dear Pisces. Thank you guys, as always, for your views and shares and likes and subscriptions. All great free ways to support my channel here. So whatever you feel guided to do, but yeah, all free. And if you want to see the photo, I will be uploading it in a couple of minutes. The one photo I took of all of the cards here. But yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. So enjoy this time period. Feel free to let me know in the comments down below anything that you'd like, and I will see you guys later. All right, take care. Bye.